can't wait for this birthday party.
Me too.
It's going to be fun.
I'm going to invite so many people. I'm going to invite my friend from soccer, my friend from church, actually two of my friends from church,
Okay.
my friend from dancing, and my next door neighbor.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mona, what about that new girl from school?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about her.
How come?
She just, I don't know, like, I don't really like what she wears or the way she does her hair. She's a bit different.
But don't forget, Jesus calls us to include everyone and to be friends with everyone. Doesn't matter about their hair or the way they look.
That's true.
She's a really nice person. A good person, actually.
That's true. I'm going to invite her then.
Senior Tones.
أوين واسميا نثقتاش ما اختيتي ملكوثاخ إهوي صويانا إكناد وشميا وبرها هولا لخما سنقان يومانا وسوق لن خوبين إكنا دابخنا شواق خياوي لا تعلى النسيان إلا بصل من بيشا مطل دينا خيمة الكوثاخ خينا ودشبخت العالم قال منامي.
Hi, and welcome to Asika TV. We're here today with Season 4, Episode 7. And today we are going to learn that Jesus is our friend. So we are good friends to others. Before we jump in, let's learn about some famous people we'd like to be friends with.
I know. I would definitely be friends with the Hulk. 'Cause he's strong and he could always open up my jars of pickles.
That's a good one.
That's cool. I would be friends with Bob the Builder. He fixes things a lot.
That would be handy.
Very handy. We may not be friends with those famous people, but we do have the opportunity to be friends with one very famous person, Jesus. As we get into our story today, we'll learn some important things about friendship that will help us to be a better friend to those around us. Today, we're learning that Jesus is our friend, so we're good friends to others. In our Bible story, the person Jesus befriended was an outcast. That means he didn't really fit in and he had a hard time making friends.
No, that doesn't sound very fun.
No, not at all. Sometimes people are outcasts because of how they look, how they dress, or how they act. In our Bible story, a man named Matthew was an outcast because of his job.
That's different. I wonder what his job was.
Well, Matthew was a tax collector, and people in Bible times knew that tax collectors took extra money, more than the government needed, to keep some for themselves.
Ooh, that sounds like they were stealing people's money.
They were, and that's why they were outcasts. Would you guys want to be friends with someone like that?
Not really. Stealing people's money isn't the right thing to do. And it seems like a tax collector would be a very dishonest friend. I wouldn't want a friend like that.
Me either.
I wouldn't either. Usually, in our experiences, it's the people who leave someone out that are the mean ones. But in Matthew's case, he was kind of the bully. He took people's money. Even so, Jesus invited him to be his friend. Let's read what happened. Myrna, do you mind reading?
Sure.
Okay, it's from Matthew chapter 9, verses 9 to 10.
As Jesus passed on from there, he saw a man named Matthew sitting at the tax office, and he said to him, "Follow me." So he arose and followed him. Now it happened, as Jesus sat at the table in the house, that behold, many tax collectors and sinners came and sat down with him and his disciples.
Just because Matthew was a tax collector, that didn't stop Jesus from becoming his friend. As we just heard, Jesus even became friends with Matthew's other friends. He ate with many tax collectors and sinners.
But hold on, Amy. I thought sinners were bad people.
Not quite, Rania. Sin is bad, but just because people sin, that doesn't make them bad people. After all, we are all sinners.
It's true. But, you know, I'm a little bit confused. How can we not be bad if we're doing a bad thing?
Well, I'm sure all of us here have done something wrong at least once in our lives, right?
I'm sure I've done wrong things much more than once in my life.
So have I. But that doesn't make us bad people because we are all made in the image and likeness of God. And when God created us, He Himself said that it was very good. Although we can fall into sin and do the wrong thing, it doesn't make us bad people. This reminds me a bit of the group of people that Jesus ate with. They weren't perfect. In fact, they had a lot of flaws, but they weren't bad people either, even though some people in the Bible thought they were. Let's see how Jesus was a good friend to his new friends. Girls, could you read from Matthew again, same chapter?
Sure.
Chapter 9, verses 11 to 13.
Okay. And when the Pharisees saw it, they said to his disciples, "Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?" When Jesus heard that, he said to them, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick. But go and learn that this means, I desire mercy and not sacrifice. For I did not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance."
That was an interesting passage. It looks like the Pharisees didn't approve of Jesus being friends with Matthew and the others. But Jesus didn't care. He still ate with them, and it sounds to me that he even defended them against the Pharisees.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Jesus has given us a perfect example of what it means to be a good friend.
That's right. We can see exactly the kind of loyal and loving friend Jesus is by looking at his friendship with Matthew. Just like with Matthew, Jesus is our friend too, even when other people don't want to be our friend. No matter what people say or think about us, no matter what our flaws are, Jesus will always be our friend. Since Jesus has shown us what good friends do, he can also help us be good friends to others. What are some ways that we can be good friends to each other?
Well, just like Jesus was in the story, we can be loyal to our friends and stick up for them when we see or hear others being mean to them.
And instead of judging them when they do something wrong, we can stick by them and help them to see what the right thing to do is instead.
You guys showed some great ideas of how to be the kind of friend to others that Jesus is to us. When we see everyone as a potential friend of Jesus, we will want to show them the kind of friendship Jesus offers. Jesus is our friend, so we're good friends to others.
Welcome to our object lesson. Today we're going to be doing an experiment that will help us see how a good friendship should look like. Let's imagine that these two cups of water are our friends, okay?
Okay.
Right now they are exactly the same, okay? So let's change them up a bit with some food colouring. Okay, Amy, do you mind pouring some of this red food colouring in there?
What a beautiful colour.
Very nice. And Ranyan, do you mind putting some salt into this one for me, please?
Do you want me to mix it up?
Yes, please.
Is that enough salt?
Yep, that's fine, and give it a good mix.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get you to add some blue food colouring to that.
Okay.
Can I put this on the plate?
Yes. Do that. Yeah.
We'll make sure the salt is all mixed in. I don't like the taste of salty water.
Me too.
Okay, is that right?
Yes, that looks great.
Okay, we'll add some blue food colouring.
All right. You want to give that a mix? Oh, look at a nice color change.
Looks cool. Okay, done.
Excellent. Okay, now that our cups look different, let's see what happens when we flip this cup on top of the saltwater cup.
Flip it? How are you going to do that without making a mess?
With a little help of this piece of paper. Before I show you, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, the colors are definitely going to mix, and I think the water is going to spill everywhere and probably make a big mess.
I agree.
Well, let's carefully find out.
Okay.
Flip this over.
You're not going to let go.
All right.
Oh my goodness, I'm nervous.
Me too.
Be really careful.
You want me to hold anything?
Okay.
Hold the cup.
There we go. You can still see the tinge of red. I don't know if you guys can see it there, but there's still red on top.
I can see it.
Yeah.
How come they didn't mix?
Well, we're going to find out. Our 2 cups of water mixed a little in the middle, but they stayed mostly separate. How does this remind you of a good friendship?
Well, I guess that this part that's mixed in the middle is kind of like when friends have things in common with each other. But then both friends, like our cups at the top and the bottom here, are different and unique in their own way.
That's right. And it's okay to be different from your friends. Friends don't have to like all the same things or even go to the same school in order to be close. You can be close to people who are different from you. When we're good friends, we bring the best in each other and celebrate our differences. What are some ways you are different from your friends?
Well, I have really curly hair, but my friend Rania has really straight hair.
That's true. And I don't really like drawing because I'm not very good at it, but my friend Myrna loves to draw.
That's right. One thing we all have in common is that we love to read and we can share our favorite books with each other. Being a good friend doesn't mean you have to be the same as each other. We can just be ourselves and appreciate our differences. Jesus is our friend and he'll love us no matter what. We can follow his example and be good friends to others, even people who are different from us. One special thing about being friends with Jesus is that he can change us for the better. After Matthew, from our story today, became friends with Jesus, he changed a lot. He stopped being a tax collector and instead became one of Jesus' disciples. Jesus is our friend. Our friendship with him changes us and helps us to be good friends to others.
It's craft time! Today we're going to be making some heart-shaped friendship baskets. But before we start, we're going to need some supplies. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we're going to need. So what supplies are we using today?
Well, we have some scissors, so we've got to be careful, have an adult with us. We're going to need a paper plate to trace or something round.
Some stickers to decorate with, and a glue stick as well.
And we're going to need 2 sheets of plain paper. We're using red because that's the colour of hearts usually, but you can use any colour that you like. And also a pencil to trace with. Okay? So we're going to trace 2 circles on one each piece of paper. One on each piece of paper. I'll do that, and then can you guys cut them out?
Sure.
Okay. There we go. Thank you, Myrna. Okay. So when you have your circles cut out, you need to fold them both in half. Okay. That one. Thank you, Amy. Fold it in half as well. And then we're going to place them together. So open them up and make sure the folds are facing each other. And we're just going to, so place them at the bottom like that, and you fold one and then fold this back over.
Now I can see the love heart.
See? Yeah, so now we have to glue it so it stays together. So we'll put it down and then we'll glue it here. Yep, on this edge. Then we've got to flip it over and do the other side. Excellent. Good. Flip that down. Okay.
Nice.
Now, so there you go. If you like, you can always cut the edges to make it more of a heart shape. Should we do that? Do you want to do that, Mona?
Sure.
Do you want the pencil to draw it on first?
Good idea.
We'll curve it out. And then we can decorate.
Which sticker do you like, Rania?
I like this one with the star wearing sunglasses.
That one looks like it's having fun.
What do you like? Audrey?
I like the one with the starry eyes.
Ooh, a star with star eyes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Look at that.
Oh, so cute. I love it.
And then we can open them up. And it's like a little basket.
Ooh,
You can fill it with things.
that's a good idea.
Yeah. Should we decorate it now?
Yes.
I think so.
Let's put some stickers on there.
Okay. I'm going to get my starry-eyed star.
Very nice.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
I'm
Which one
going
do you like, Mona?
to make some eyes.
Oh, that's cool.
Clever.
Got this one with the swirly eyes.
This one's wearing a hat.
All right. So now that our baskets are complete, we can fill them up with kind messages or little treats and gifts like we were saying before, and we can give them to our friends to show our friends how much we care about them.
That's so nice. Maybe we can make them for our friends to cheer them up as well when they're feeling down, or to show them that we are there for them.
Good idea.
Nice. I know I would appreciate receiving a friendship basket if I was feeling down. It would make me feel very loved.
Me too.
Me too. As we saw today, Jesus is our friend, so we're good friends to others. When you give this basket to your friend with a fun note or a small gift, you'll be showing good friendship, just like Jesus shows us every day.
We've come to the end of our lesson, and here are 3 things we've learnt.
I learned that you can be close to people who are different from you. When we're good friends, we bring the best out in each other and celebrate our differences.
I learned that even though we sin, it doesn't make us bad people. And when we're friends with Jesus, He can change us to do good things, just like He did with Matthew.
And I learnt that even though sometimes it may feel like nobody is our friend, we can always count on Jesus to be our friend. We hope you enjoyed today's lesson. We did. Make sure you give your friends a big hug. We'll see you next week. Bye.